Let's move on. Let's talk about Prince Harry. Big poll the other day. I don't believe it, saying that 65% or 63% of the British population want the King to invite Harry to his coronation. I'm not buying that. I haven't met anyone that wants Harry and Meghan to be there, but that's what the poll says. And now we understand that the King is determined to invite his problematic son to that ceremony. I mean, I get that. I would suggest that the King might want to invite his son, but the King would be mightily relieved if his son didn't turn up.
I think you're probably right, Kevin. I've always believed that the King will invite Harry and Meghan to the coronation, but it's a question of, if they turn up, it's going to be a major distraction. Now, there are some sources of the King's who say that the King's invitation would come because he'd want to take away the distraction. Well, I'm sorry, it's not going to take away the distraction. It's just going to build it up in neon lights that he's there. Now, from what we heard today, the Mail on Sunday story today, is that William doesn't want his brother there because he can't trust him, basically. And there is a suggestion that the King is asking Justin Welby, the Archbishop of Canterbury, to broker some sort of deal. Now, I'm not sure what sort of deal you could broker for Harry and Meghan. Are you going to come along and not write about it? Are you going to come along and not do an interview about it? Are you going to come along and just sit there quietly? There is an argument. I mean, the King wants his son there. That's only natural because it's his son. And remember that Harry was invited to the Jubilee after the Oprah Winfrey interview. So he came and he left again. I can't see, given since what's happened since with the Netflix documentary and the book Spare, I cannot see that he's going to be welcomed with open arms. And
what do you make of that poll suggesting that 63%?
I don't believe it.
I don't believe it. There's another case where you can say never trust opinion polls.
Well, exactly. I mean, opinion polls are what you want to believe, to be perfectly honest. I mean, if you support a particular action of someone, you'll think that poll is marvellous. But there are many more other polls that say that Britain does not want Harry and Meghan to be here. And we still have the problem that if Harry and Meghan do come here, there is still quite a strong possibility that they will be booed by people in this country, because they're a bit fed up with all this racist royal family, racist Britain. Oh, woe is me! You know, this is how we were treated.
Yeah, I think I might go down there and boo them myself. You know, if I've got nothing else to do.
I'll come down with you then.
The two of us standing boo. I should have asked you earlier, Charlie, before you go. Let's go back to Ghislaine Maxwell.
Yeah.
Fascinating stuff on Jeremy Kyle Live the other day here on TalkTV. First exclusive interviews with Ghislaine Maxwell behind bars over there in Florida. I mean, it was great telly, great exclusive, but I don't think she did herself any favours, do you?
No, I don't think she's done herself any favours at all. She's complaining about the food, that it's not good enough.
It's prison, Ghislaine. Yeah, you'll find the food's not famous.
and you know, she's still putting up this defence of Andrew, and she's still trying to come up with all this fake picture story and everything else. I'm surprised, but these are people who don't realise what they're doing at times when they do television interviews. We just go back to Prince Andrew. And
I mean, it wasn't quite on the scale of Prince Andrew, but when she said, oh, well, the victims have got nothing to do with me, talk to the authorities, that was a bad look. And when she starts saying, I wish I'd never met Jeffrey Epstein, I think it's an absolute lie. That is a retrospective, convenient standpoint to take.
She was always a social climber. She always wanted to have people in her corner who could help her. And like Andrew, who did not show any compassion for the victims of Jeffrey Epstein when he made that interview, neither has she. and she's got another, what is it, another 16, 18 years to go yet?
Yeah.
Long time before she comes out.
Yeah, well, I reckon the way it's looking, she'll do all of those 18 years because they're not big on remission over there, and more problems for Prince Andrew going forward, I think. Great to talk to you, Charlie, as always. Thanks very much, mate. That's Charlie Rae, the former Sun royal editor.